just arrived in Corfu for the start of our next adventure. We're heading over to Greece, mainland Greece, tonight, and we're going to cycle from there onwards. Kilometers today. It was tough day. The first part was lovely, pretty just flowing, and then there was a big climb, and then we dropped down, and then it just was up for our loads of the day with 15, 16, 70% ramps, and it was 38 degrees at its peak. We're now on a track for about 10 or 12k, we're not actually sure, and the weather's looking decidedly wet. It was 2,000 metres of climbing, but the temperature was okay today, so but about 25-30k of that, almost half actually, was on gravel, so that made it quite difficult. And it was uphill on gravel. How are you feeling today then, Kate?
It's okay, didn't get any breakfast. We'll find something for about 60k. But yeah, nice hill.
Little bit of a bad route choice. We did have an option not to take this, and we thought, no, we'll just take it. We'll stick to the route. Today started off really well. It was lots of climbing up and down. It felt like going through the Alps actually, and then dropped down for about 20k, 25k. But we came into a headwind as we came into the plateau, and it was pretty heavy going for the rest of the day. So we pushed on and we did 130k. So in the distance there you can see a climb, a road working its way up just over here. That's where we've come up. It's about that point there's probably about 1,200 metres. So today was very hilly to start with, and it was cold. It was only 6 degrees, and we climbed up a 12k climb and then descended 30k, and then went across the flatlands to reach the coast, which was a bit monotonous. And then we ended up with 30k of gravel along the coast. So this is the end of day 5. Shorter day today, about 80k. Mostly well, a big hill, really steep, really steep, 16-17% climb for about 3k. It was brutal. But once we got out of the town, it was just rolling and downhill, actually, quite a lot of it. So we just turned up at the campsite. Met some other bike tourers today from Netherlands. They've come from the top of Europe. They're here and they're going to South Africa. So that's a big old trip. We've been passing olives for days now, and you can see them on the trees here. The question is, are they green or are they black olives? That's a trick question for you there. This is the end of day 6. We just come into Kavala, and we booked a hotel last night because we wanted to go into the town and have a look around. There's some famous arches, aqueducts and stuff. Here we are at the end of day 7. We just arrived at a campsite, which is, you can see we've got the tent up. It's just the sea's just over there. It was a pretty easy ride. We thought it was going to be about 55k, and it turned up being more like 75k. Okay, what's that you've got there?
A rocky road, Greek rocky road. It's not quite as tasty as a rocky road, but it's good.
Kate enjoying breakfast at the campsite. What you got there?
A massive bit of fish, bonito. It's huge.
Today's the end of day 8. We're camped at the end of a beach. You can see probably in the background there, there's a tent there. It's a lovely beach. Really nobody here, absolutely deserted. We had a bit of a catastrophe this morning just after we left the campsite. I was checking my dynamo, if my dynamo was working, and I stopped and then started riding again. I was looking at it, and Kay had stopped to take a photograph, and I ran right into the back of her. So we ripped her or I ripped her left pannier right off its fins. So after a bit of a panic, we settled down and we figured out how we could reattach the fittings to the pannier by creating new holes through the plastic and re-bolting it back on. The roads have been nice, dead smooth, mostly along the beaches and coastlines. So here we are, we're just over there's the Greece-Turkey border, so we're about to cross that into Turkey. Right, Kate, what have you got there?
I have no idea.
When we came into Turkey, we realised just how different the roads are. Quite a lot worse. The side roads are gravel mostly, so we've had to sit and replan our route quite a lot tonight, and it feels quite different being here in Turkey than it does in Greece. Much more Asian in its feel. We took a shorter route today. We didn't go over the mountain. Well, we still went over the mountains, but we didn't take the tracks that we were going to take. It was going to be 140k to get to where we are now, which is Kalakale, I think it's pronounced. The ride today was pretty good. It was the first 3/4 of it was really pretty, either mountains or in lovely mountain towns, and then dropping down to the seaside, and we've come along the side of the coast for probably 35, well more than that, 45 kilometres, and it's beautiful. Both got dodgy stomachs. Kate actually had one the night before last. I don't know how she did yesterday on her dodgy stomach, but somehow she managed. It was only 76k today, but it was all in a headwind. Bumped into another couple of bike tours. They'd cycle from France to here. Right, describe what we've just come through, Kate.
Truck central in dust. Massive petrochemical plant, shipping ports, lots of trucks, but the truck drivers were nice.
Kate, tell us about Turkish tea.
I've just had a taste of it and it just tastes like British tea with no milk in it.
This is Turkish coffee, and it's in a very small espresso style cup, but as you can see it's filled to the brim and it's very strong and it has a lot of sediment at the bottom. End of day 13. What a tough day that was. So we've both still got recovering from bad stomachs, but it's 90k we were doing and we thought it was relatively flat. It turned out to have almost 1,100 metres, so 3,500 feet of climbing. It was just brutally hard with a headwind the whole way. Couldn't even do downhill pedalling 24k an hour. Okay, we found our rhythm here.
We do, we've actually found some simple, easy food.
Well, here we are, 15th day, last day. We did 80k, just under 80k, to get down to Izmir. Saw flamingos and pelicans in this nature reserve. Well, we spoke to a bike shop owner today who's going to give us some bike boxes tomorrow.